In today's huge pup news, Movie 3's trailer is out. This is not a leak. It has been uploaded by a French website. I'm pretty sure an English version will be out within 24 hours, but I'm gonna break down the very first one I get to see, even if it's, ouais, en français. The trailer opens with the aircraft carrier from the Mighty Movie hitting rocks and getting beached on the island. We knew this was going to happen from the various synopses we've seen already. Wow! Ryder and the pups marvel at the view of this prehistoric vista they've crashed onto. Looking closer, you can see Rocky is wearing a life vest, which is an adorable detail for this sea voyage. The text says, "The biggest," and then continues, "of adventures," while we see the pups traverse the terrain. Everyone has color-coordinated grappling hooks, of course. We kinda already knew this, but for anyone still holding out hope, it's pretty clear Liberty didn't make it to the island.
Pas mes yeux.
One of the pups says, "Je n'en crois pas mes yeux," which means, I can't believe my eyes. And the pups are already in their uniforms. I finally have something official to show that Rocky's hat is indeed on backwards. Very cute, but something we'd more typically expect from Zuma, a la Sea Patrol.
Y'avait pas d'île sur la carte.
After French text that says "coming to cinemas," I think Sky says it didn't say anything about this on the map. The pups finish their climb, though notice Marshall isn't here. Perhaps he's being clumsy and needs pulling up. He's there in the next cut, though, as the pups and Ryder marvel at the beautiful landscape again.
Les amis, quoi que cette jungle nous réserve.
We then get the hero lineup shots, though Rocky isn't quite sure about it. I have to say, for a movie Marshall's meant to be leading, he's not taking center stage much so far. Though he does, of course, get the lead-in shot. Also, I'm very disappointed with those of you in my audience who thought I'd ever post AI instead of the real deal as news when I put this in my community tab. Come on now. I really like the dino costumes, and it's amazing to see these with the movie level of detail. I also wasn't sure how Marshall's much younger looking movie model would suit the outfit, but it looks fantastic.
On est prêt à tout.
The new vehicles get deployed, giving us some glimpses of the new must-have toys for tots. They're honestly not my favorites, but it's part of the core brand to have the pups drive. The movie designs just about get away with the lips looking like dog lips, not like black lipstick, but it's pretty close. The voice line is, I think, Ryder saying, "Mes amis, quoi si cette jungle nous réserve, on est prêt à tout."
Les amis, quoi que cette jungle nous réserve, on est prêt à tout.
Which means, my friends, no matter what this jungle throws at us, we're ready for anything.
À tout mais pas ça.
The line concludes, "Tout mais pas ça." Everything apart from that, or anything but that to be more natural. With Marshall looking super shocked indeed. We also get our first shot of one very, very cute, very, very fluffy little Bernese boy. Look at little Rex on Timmy's back. I made a whole video about not overemphasizing the influence from Jurassic Park when the tropes of dino movies go back way further, but here we have the now over-familiar T-Rex versus Spinosaurus scene, which has become a bit of a cliche by now, largely thanks to Jurassic Park 3. The rather manly voice, I still assume is Ryder, shouts for them to run. So the pups flee from the Spinosaurus, looking adorably scared, and I note Marshall is last. So, very likely these shots are out of order from what we'll see in the final cut. They randomly encounter the dino, it chases them, and Rex and Timmy intervene to save Marshall. And I'm assuming they just couldn't use their vehicles in this thick jungle terrain.
Mais je suis au max. Je suis un bulldog. J'ai des toutes petites pattes.
Rubble continues to be the main comic relief pup in the movies, as well as the trailers. "I'm a bulldog, I've only got little legs," is the gist of what he's saying.
L'île des dinosaures. C'est une découverte majeure pour le monde.
The on-screen text says this year, while Ryder says l'île de dinosaures, c'est une découverte majeure pour le monde, meaning Dinosaur Island. This is a major discovery for the world. I don't think anyone's left who thinks they'll try to continue the Dino Wilds continuity here. It's clearly not the case. And there are several fascinating shots to break down here, starting with this lovely golden hour gathering at a watering hole. The dinos are all ones we've seen in the show clips or promo images, except there are also some pachycephalosaurs. Then we get our first look at some new human characters in this shot, where Marshall is missing. No indication of who they are, but them being the characters played by Jennifer Hudson and Fortune Feimster seems likely, given they were announced earlier and these seem like proper roles. Another rather plain-looking human is tagging along with Zuma in another shot, taking photos. If this cut isn't deceptive, mostly taking a photo of Timmy, now without his harness.
C'est merveilleux.
Chase says c'est merveilleux, or it's amazing, as a comic contrast to this dino being silly. This is a Mahakala, which is actually a pretty novel dinosaur to include, so credit for that. I thought it might be sneaky from the promo art, but it looks like it'll be more comic relief. Does anyone recognize this song? It has a nice epic tone that fits really well. We see an interesting big gathering of the dinos and a whole lot of humans. I'm guessing Ryder tells the world about the island, which may have been unwise. Either way, plenty of potential cameos for voice actors here. No sign of Humdinger, but likely he comes across at a similar time to the rest here. The pups deploy on leaf gliders from Rex's treehouse, which is in this vast tree here. The audition script gave us an idea of how big this is and how much it demonstrates Rex's ingenuity. And then we see the volcano erupt, which will be the start of the climactic action. This is also our clearest view of Rex yet, and we see he's quite skinny in his movie incarnation, and very fluffy. Note Marshall's bandaged leg here too, possibly from crashing his truck, though I think that would have happened early in the movie. A human hand is here too, probably Jennifer Hudson's character, and a large machine of some sort.
On part en mission.
They seem to be being quite coy with showing Rex clearly. We don't quite see him here either, as the pups minus Sky and Rubble get serious. Ryder's lines were, "Look out," and "We've got a mission." This was noticed when turnarounds appeared, but Rocky definitely seems quite stocky in this movie. But still very cute indeed.
On doit sauver cette île.
Ryder's vehicle is shown with a color scheme that can look pretty awesome in a movie like this, but will look very, very plasticky as a toy, sadly. Rex is heroically on Timmy in the background, and then the three Triceratops look like they'll be hauling something. The mobile HQ, we can't see. Meanwhile, yay, we get our first clear shot of Rhubarb, the artist formerly known as Watermelon, about to deploy from the back of Rocky's truck. Marshall finally gets some main character aura here, and Watermelon looks super cute. Looking forward to more of this duo. The two of them fearlessly charge through a stampede with a cry of "Way!" Oh, yeah. It's not clear what motivated this action, but it could well be an all the different dinos have to team up to take down the big threat together, sort of a finale. Then it seems like we might be hearing Rex for the first time, but actually it's Rubble, starting another comic relief line. Ce n'est pas juste, it's not fair.
Moi aussi, je veux un copain dino. Tu veux être mon toutou rigolo? Oh, aïe, 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 aïe. C'est bon, stop, j'ai rien dit.
He says he wants a dino friend too, but the Mahakala doesn't seem very keen on the idea. Discover a new world, it says, only in cinemas on August 5th. Yes, you'll note that's a little while before the US release date, which happens every time. And that's it. Let me know what you think. I imagine there'll be an English version very soon, but I found this first, so I'm here giving my commentary. That's all for today though, and I'll see you guys again next time.